Hey there, welcome to the Captain Cosplay channel. My name is Trail, and today I'm going to show you how I made the gauntlets for my Sci-Fi Link armor. I started with the hand pieces. I traced a cardboard template that I made a while ago and cut that out of 5mm craft foam. Then I rounded the edges with my rotary tool and burnt grooves in the foam with my wood burner. I then softened the foam with my heat gun and bent the pieces along the grooves. Then I used contact cement to get them to hold their shape. I used a piece from a cheap tap light as a form to keep the hand pieces in shape while the cement dried. Link has the Triforce of Courage on the back of his hand, so I made a pattern for that and cut it out. I cut the Triforce out of 2mm craft foam and used contact cement to glue it on the back of the hand. Whenever I'm gluing small pieces like this, I just cover the whole area and then put the piece on top. This will leave some contact cement underneath, but this will get covered in painting, and so I tend not to worry about it. Next, I started the gauntlets themselves. I started by measuring my wrist with my foam ruler and then doing the same for my forearm. This gave me the exact measurements I would need for the pattern, as the ruler is the same thickness as the foam that I used. I created a template using those measurements and then altered the top and bottom edges. Because the gauntlets are technically conical, the pattern needs to compensate for that curve in order for the edges to look straight. Then I made the patterns for the detail pieces, which were much simpler since it was basically just a bunch of straight lines. I had one that went around the wrist, and one that went around the base of the gauntlet. After that, I traced the gauntlet pattern onto some 5mm craft foam and used my X-Acto knife to cut that out. Then I did the same thing for the detail pieces. Next, I softened the main gauntlet piece with my heat gun and curled it into a tight tube to get it to hold a curve. For these gauntlets, I didn't want a visible closure system, so I went with something I had seen in another tutorial, an invisible zipper. I coated the zipper in contact cement and then coated the inside edges of the gauntlet. Then I applied the zipper to the gauntlet one side at a time. This is easy on the first edge, but takes some work on the second side. After that, there was some excess zipper hanging off at the base, so I cut that off. I kept the zipper from splitting by putting superglue on the end. I made sure to let it get in between the teeth and soak through the entire thing. As you can see, I now have a gauntlet that I can fit my hand through, but fits the entire length of my forearm and looks like one solid piece when it's closed up. Next, I glued the detail pieces to the gauntlet. I applied contact cement to the gauntlet and the wrist piece and wrapped it around the top of the gauntlet. Then I did the same thing for the other detail piece, applying contact cement and wrapping it around the bottom edge. After that, I rounded the edges of the detail pieces with my rotary tool. In retrospect, this would have been a lot easier if I had done that before I glued the pieces to the gauntlet. As you can see, rounding the edges helps the piece look a lot nicer and prevents it from having that nasty foam edge. Then I started painting. I always start by covering my foam pieces with multiple layers of Plastidip. This gives the foam something to absorb and creates a much smoother surface for the actual paint. After Plastidip, I started with the main color, which was a flat brown. I then taped off the main body of the gauntlets and coated the detail pieces with a satin tan. I would have used flat for this too, but this project made me realize how hard it is to find certain colors of spray paint, especially flat ones. I guess I just need to break down and buy an airbrush. Next, I painted the Triforce on the back of one of the hands. I taped around it and cut small triangles for the spaces in between. Then I hit it with a few light coats of gold paint. After that, I had to glue the hand pieces to the gloves. I bought a pair of black running gloves and cut the fingers off. Then I applied contact cement to the hand piece and the back of the glove and stuck it on. I also went back in later and added some extra stitching at the fingers just to keep the seams from pulling apart. And finally, I moved on to weathering. I decided to try a new acrylic paint, and it actually worked really well. I used a basic dry brushing technique and went over all the edges and raised areas. I also put a few scrapes on some of the more flat surfaces just to keep things looking interesting. You'll notice that the right and left gauntlets are weathered differently. This is because I figured they'd be worn out in different ways. Since I'm right-handed, yes, I know Link is left-handed. Hardcore Link fans, please don't attack me over this.
Since I'm right-handed, that gauntlet would be more likely to take damage from swords and weapons, whereas the left gauntlet would be behind the shield. This is also why I put more long scrapes on the left gauntlet, since Link would be constantly putting that shield on and taking it back off.
And there you have it, Sci-Fi Link Gauntlets. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like this one, I have more Sci-Fi Link tutorials on the way. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell if you want to know when those videos are uploaded. Also, check out my social media if you want to see real-time updates and sneak peeks as I'm working on new projects. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.